Hi guys, April here on No Makeup Sunday, and a little bit of a few tips on how to put your units that now have ATL skills into our brand new folders that show our new lessons that we want to work on as we move for the next 5 years after evaluation to prepare for our new set of evaluation goals. This semester, we're going to be making sure that all of our unit plans are completed in the reflection sections for semester 1. And then next year, we'll be working on our semester 2 unit plans. This semester, we want to focus on making sure that we have new ATL goals added in as another layer of the foundations for our work with the MYP. So I'm going to show you a little bit on my screen how we're going to go about doing that. Okay, so here we go. We're in our IB site where you can access right here the 25-27 unit plans. However, I do want to point out that we don't have to start everything all over again. We've saved all of our work already right here in the 22 to 23 evaluation prep. So if you click on 22-23 evaluation prep, you'll be able to see unit planning. This is where we keep all of our older unit plans so that you can use them again. For example, when I thought about what I want to put into our new moving forward next 5-year plan folder, I went to my old units. I use this tool right here to organize. This allows me to move my units. So I can tell my new old units to go into the new folder. I want to be using the IB 25-27 folder. I'm going to be clicking on middle school semester 1 this time. And I can decide whether or not this unit is something that I've taught in grading period 1 or if it's something I teach during grading period 2. And then I'm going to move it to the appropriate section. This way, we can all see what each other's teaching throughout the school year by clicking the folder for each of our subject areas. Now, when I go to this folder for grading period 1, we have all of our different subject areas. Notice we also have a folder for design and for interdisciplinary units. I hope that helps you to figure out how to move your units. There's one more thing I want to show you. Because we're focusing on ATLs, let's go back to our homepage of our IB Middle Years program in Canvas. The last thing I wanted to show you is our flip book, because it's really important for when you're talking about ATLs. So in the overview section, we have all of the documents that help us to understand IB. In particular, we want to look at our flip book. Sorry. Right here in Ohlone IB MYP documents. If you scroll down to planning folder. Sorry. Give me just a second. Okay, there's our rubrics. Here's our evaluation documents. Our subject overviews. Cohorts. This year's professional development. Oh, okay, here's our ATLs. So approaches to learning gives us all the skills that we're going to be adding in, gives us some videos if you want to understand better what those skills look like. And then you've got some documents to help you as well for specificity on types of ATLs. I'll show you on mine, for example, I completed the prior, during, and after. I added in an ATL skill. This time I used the transfer skill effective learning, and I specifically stated what I mean by that. How can kids transfer their ready position, the handshake grip, and the forearm to other sports? Now, and I want to make sure that this ATL is different from the one that's already been identified. Earlier in the unit, in the approaches to learning box, we had identified communication as one of the skills we're working on. Again, here's approaches to learning. You have thinking, social, communication skills, self-management and research. And then when I go to my new skill, it has to be something different from the one that's already identified at the top of the unit. So this time in my reflection, I'm going to add a new skill that's not communication. In this case, the transfer affective skills of learning. Over here, thinking skills, transfer. So students are now working on communication throughout the unit, but next year I'm going to focus on adding the transfer skill as well. Hope this helps you on today's assignment. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me.